What's good, YouTube? It's your boy here, First Timer Auto, coming at you with another new video. We're going to have fun with this video because this is a first for me too. We are going to do our first car purchase and flip. We actually found this 2001 two-door Honda Civic LX. Has 203,000 miles on it. Everything is in pretty good condition. Actually got it for a pretty good deal. So what we're going to do is we are going to change the oil, change the air filter, change the cabin air filter, look at the tires and the brakes, and see what we need to do, and see if we can turn this car around and make some money. So hope you enjoy this video, but this is our first car flip here at First Timer Auto. Here's a quick walk around of the vehicle. It is a 5-speed manual. Interior is pretty clean. There's a check engine light on that we'll have to look into. It looks like that little piece broke right there, so they've got vice grips so you can pop the hood. The interior though otherwise is reasonably clean for an 01 with 204,000 miles. The car actually runs pretty good. Looks like there's a little dent right there. The engine is reasonably clean. It needs to be a little dirty, I guess, just for but it is an old vehicle, so that's understandable. Battery looks like it's only a couple years old. This bumper right here looks like it was smashed, so we'll have to replace that. And we actually found this bumper right here online, brand new. Obviously it's the wrong color, so we'll have to get that matched. But that was only 20 bucks, so that was a miracle find. Super sweet deal on that. So we'll get that added on. Tires look actually pretty new, so I don't think there's going to be any issues with the tires. Pretty good tread there. We will pull the tires off and just check the brakes and rotors, make sure that those are good to go. But yeah, pretty good shape for an 01 Civic LX. A little scratch right there, but that's what we're looking at. Alright, first thing we're looking at is the air filter. The air filter is going to be sitting right here. There's going to be 6 screws that you need to remove. There's going to be 3 at the bottom, 1 in this corner and 1 in that corner, and then also 1 right in the middle. They are Phillips heads, but we just used an 8mm socket just to go and pull those out. And once you have that, then you can go ahead and lift this top off here. And right there, there is the old air filter. So we'll be replacing that with this. Alright, we are trying to change the cabin air filters. To do that, you have to get behind the glove box here. So you get behind the glove box, you have these little kind of clips on these 2 sides. The easiest way is just to come from the outside and push this clip in. And once that clip's pushed in, you gotta just kind of wiggle it a little bit. You just want to get this. Oops. You just gotta get this little guy out of there like that. And you just do that for both sides. Again, just push this back side in, and then from there, just kind of grab it and kind of wiggle. Alright, and the filters are actually simple enough to remove. Right here, you see this little lever on this left side. Just go and push that, so you can bring this out. And then here are your filters. Are kind of stacked right next to each other. You got that one there, pretty dirty. And then you have the other one right here. You just slide it over and then go ahead and slide this right out. And there's your second. And when changing or replacing these filters, just make sure that you see how it says the airflow and the arrow goes down. And then you just put it in the same way where you have the airflow going down. Now you just want to put the filters back in reverse order on how you pulled them out. There's one. Slide that to the right. There's 2. And when you're putting this cap back in, just slide this little left piece in and just go ahead and clip that down. You heard that clip. And then you want to go ahead and put this back up. Just make sure that you use these clips that you pulled out, and just slide them right back in the same way, or reverse order that you pulled them out. And once you got those clips back secure, you are good to go. and that is completing the cap and air filter. Alright, next we're actually going to change the oil, so we're underneath the car. We've got it lifted. We're going to remove the head bolt, or the head gasket on the oil pan so we can drip the oil. It's a 17. It's the size bolt or the size socket that you'll need to remove that bolt. And at that same time, we're removing this bumper so we can throw this other bumper on. It looks like you have a couple clips right here and on the other side. A couple clips on the bottom along with a couple screws as well. But then that's what we're working on right now. Alright, we're just about done with the oil change here. Remember when to close the head gasket or the cap on the oil tank. Before you add the new oil filter, just go ahead and get a little of the new oil and just get a little oil on that seal here before you put the oil filter back on. Alright, we are moving along. I have got the oil change complete. Got the bumper off, so we're going to be putting the new bumper on, and we're going to check the brakes and the rotors, but it's looking good so far. And for the hood release, you're going to have 3 10mm bolts we've already removed, 1, 2, and then on that other side, the top, there's 3. And then once you get those unscrewed, you can actually pull this off, and then here is the end of that cable. So you'll just have to yank that out of there, and then with this tip, you just pull that tip out and then just slide it right out from there. And then once you got that done, you will have to come over to the side and get this little liner down, so that way you can put the brake cable right through there, or the hood release cable right through there. When adding the new line, once you got that new line attached right there, you can go ahead and put these bolts back in place. And then what you want to do is you're going to try to save as many of these as you can, and you can do that just by pinching these outside pieces in. But you can see this just kind of opens straight down the middle, so that's how you're going to feed the cable if you can save them. So here's one right here, fed right through, and then you're just going to try to push that end through those holes so you can get those secured in place. Okay, just a quick look again. There is the line coming through. Got it through that loop right there, and again we just cut it straight down because we couldn't get that clip in, and then just kind of forced it back in. And then there's the second right there, and we did the same thing. We just put a little knife on that, cut it, and then just fed that back in, and then you can see it goes straight into the door there, or into the driver. Okay, and then from the inside, there's this mounted piece. You just want to take those 2 bolts, go ahead and screw those in against that side panel there, and then you can go ahead and put this piece right back on top. And there you go. That just snaps in nice and neat right there. And now you have a new working door release for the hood. Oh, it also looks like the rear driver's side brake light is out. So to get to that, you will need to undo this clip right here. And then once you get behind here, the brake one is actually this guy right here. To unclip that, there's a little lever under this blue piece, so you want to push that up and then you can pull that out. That little blue lever is right there. You just want to push that, so you're going to push that. Alright, back with the new light bulb. Just ran down to advance, got that this bulb and the bulb in the front, actually 2 of these, and the one bulb in the front, I think it's like 23, 24 bucks. Even got a $5 discount for the oil stuff and the filter that we bought the other day. So another $20 going into this car. Again, to put this bulb back, you're just going to slide that right in the hole there with these numbers up, and then just want to rotate it to the right until it clicks. So one more time, because I don't think I have that right. Push that in, rotate it to the right, and then this guy with the little knob on the bottom, slide him right to until he clicks, and that's replacing that rear tail bulb. So the back brake light was out, but also the front lamp is out as well, the front driver's side. So getting this out was kind of a pain. You actually need to remove this big rubber piece from this area right here, from the light, and then that piece that just fell, you can actually push that in and it kind of lift it up, so that way it will release and fall down like that. And then once that falls, then you have access to the bulb, and then you can pull that bulb out, so that way you can get that replaced. So we'll get that replaced as well. All right, so now we're putting in this front light bulb. There's the little slot there. Make sure you just slide this in and line that up correctly. And then once that's in like that, you can just go ahead and pull this guy out and up, and just go ahead and get that clicked into place. And just make sure you get the top of that little brace or that little paper clip type thing over those little loops right here at the top, so that way they're locked in place. And then from there you can go ahead and just throw this big rubber piece, slap that thing right back on it, and it can just go right around there. And then from there you can re-plug in the plug, and there you go. That's replacing the back and the front bulb in your 03 Honda Civic. Moment of truth. Here's lights on the front. All right, disco. And here's the light on the back. Oh yeah.
All right, next step is the detail. I've already vacuumed the car. You can see the shaft vac right there. Got pretty much everything, all of that done. Pulled out those mats there. And so now we'll start to detail the car. I did find that Xbox NBA 2K15 game, so I mean that's got to be worth like 10-15 cents. Boys coming up. So having this good positive emotions around me, I figured I'd get this detail going. I used the McGuire detailer supplies. The pink or the super degreaser is pretty much used for your leather, the plastics, your dashboard, all that kind of stuff. The green, the all-purpose cleaner, is used for any kind of like cloth material, carpet, upholstery, the fabric stuff. So what I like to do is I've got those filled up about a third way. I'll dilute that with water and then just spray that directly onto a cloth or a brush, depending on the areas that I'm doing, and just kind of work that degreaser in and then just kind of wipe it all down. So that's going to be my next step.
This car is cleaning up quite nicely. Got the detail done, so you can see everything is vacuumed. Put the McGuires on the upholstery or the cloth, carpet, the floors. Got the vacuum all done, so this is looking pretty good.
After pulling off the tires, it does look like this car will need new brakes. But this video is getting a little long, so we are going to go ahead and create part 2 where we replace the brakes. We're also going to touch up these headlights, kind of get this yellow fog off of those, show you guys how to do that in the next video. So that'll be out here in a couple of days. So until then, keep turning those wrenches and stay safe. Thanks guys.